All right, hi ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, October 20th, okay? You're gonna be doing bell work today and a worksheet and a brain pop. Now I'm gonna switch the screen so you can see on Kid'em, okay? Now, if you don't understand motors or you're having trouble, like yesterday you did a worksheet on motors, so if you had trouble, come into our Zoom meeting and we can talk about what a motor is. Magnets, you should have magnets, but electromagnets, if you're confused from last week, come to the Zoom meeting, start asking questions, and we can help you out, okay? You have bell work. It's located in your Teams. Remember, it's in your email. Go up to email, go to your waffle. You have a worksheet. This is the generator worksheet, okay? And then you have a brain pop. Now, the brain pop's on electromagnets because, see, we have a test coming Friday on these things. This is on electromagnets, so the brain pop is on something different than the worksheet. Okay, the brain pop here is on electromagnets, so that's going to help you review from last week. Make sure you do the movie, the video quiz, and the vocabulary. Okay, now the generator worksheet, I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is the generator worksheet. Okay, it has a couple questions. This right here, it says fill in the gaps. You use these words right here: induction, electricity, electrical potential, conduction. You put those in the blank, okay? And we talked about generators last Friday, so you can look in your notes and it should help you at least somewhat, okay? If you're not sure of what, remember, kinetic energy is energy that's moving. And then what is a generator take kinetic energy into? Really, you can think of that as mechanical energy into what kind of energy? Generators are used by power stations in large scale to produce mains. I think it's referring to the main, like, power grid. Main what? They produce voltage by a process called electromagnetic. Well, we wrote that down in our notes the other day, so that should help you. This right here is a diagram, and you have to use these words, and you have to type them in the box. So if you click on the box, see, I can type it in. If I click on the box, I can type it in, okay? This also is very similar to the motor, but you notice this doesn't have a battery. This doesn't have a battery. This is a generator. You are making electricity by cranking this thing. So this does not have a battery. This is not a motor. This is a generator. A generator makes electricity for you. So you would have a crank here, and you crank, and that thing would spin inside the magnet. So one thing that you have to understand, this is a generator. This is not a motor, okay? You have to discuss what happens when the armature reading, when the coil rotates. So this right here is going to measure, and what would it be measuring? I just told you what it creates, okay? So if you're spinning this thing and you're creating electricity, what do you think this thing's going to be measuring, okay? Down here, what would happen if a stronger magnet was adding? What happens if the coil had lots of turns? So what happened if the coil was rotated faster, okay? What the electrical motor, okay, what is an electrical motor? And you have to include these. This is from yesterday, okay? So in this picture, it is not, this picture is a generator. Remember, the motor had a battery attached to it, okay? Looked like the same thing except for the battery was right here, okay? So you have to write what an electric motor is. And you can look in your textbook if you need to. Internet. What device is used to ensure continuous rotation of the coils in the motor? So what causes the motor to work? What do you need? You have a magnet. In this picture, what would you need in order to make that a motor, not a generator? Okay? So what device is insured? So what do you need? How does it work? Okay? All right? I went over the worksheet for you, so hopefully that helps some. Again, come to the meetings in the morning, 8 to 8:20. If you're not understanding, say, Ms. Conley, on that worksheet, I don't understand the part about the motor. I don't understand the generator. Can you explain that to me? Okay, that way we can help you with the material you're not understanding, all right? But again, I'm gonna go back over here to Kidham. Today is Tuesday. You have bell work, you have the worksheet, and then you have the brain pop to do as well. It's 3 things to do today, all right? See you tomorrow.